Welcome to Bruce Chat. Wow. I said welcome to Bruce Chat and you left. You're rude. Just as a person and a cat. And a fellow. You're a roommate. I bet I can get you back. Oh, look at this. Oh. Hey, Brucey. Look what I found. Brucey. Oh, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'll just brush myself. It's fine. Oh, is it a problem? You don't like fleece being brushed? Is there an issue? Oh, how weird. Okay. Good morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I got a fussy cat today. What's everybody up to? Anything good? We're gonna try to find some strange news again. And we're gonna have caffeine. Bruce is back. You wanna come up here? And get your banana that Monica gave you so kindly. Bruce is being rude. Your husband is going to enlist soon. I'm very nervous. Any advice for either one of us? What branch, Priscilla? And don't be nervous. It's gonna be awesome. Hair dust. You'd be more engaged if that was a golden retriever. I would love to have a golden retriever, Buck. Love dogs. Love them. Waiting to hear about your surgery date. Oh my goodness. Oh, Air Force. Okay, Priscilla. So Air Force, so he'll be going to basic training at Joint Base San Antonio, which is in San Antonio, Texas, Lackland Air Force Base, Texas. And if he's leaving soon, perfect timing, can I just say, because it's not 4,000 degrees outside. I know the chiefs that run BMT, and they're great. They'll take care of him. Here's a little thing to know. There's a company called Sandbox, and it's got 2 X's at the end, and it's something that I've used to communicate with people in basic training. And I know it's just, like, it sounds ridiculous, because why would I use a service to send a letter when I could just send the letter? It just makes it easier. They send them like stationery because it's really hard to write back. Oh, you live in San Antonio, Priscilla. You get it. You're gonna get to, that's great. Okay. All right. You're gonna have a great time. What was I gonna say? Oh, that phone call. The phone call that you get when they get there. Just brace yourself that phone call is nuts. It's nuts. Because you're like, I have arrived at, the one I got, I have arrived at Naval Station Great Lakes. I have not been kidnapped. That's not actually what they say, but just, like, they can't say anything back, so just know that. And then you might not hear anything for a little bit. And then occasionally they'll get cell phone calls and stuff like that. So you're gonna do great. Let us know. Feel free to send me a message if I can help you in any way. Oh, somebody sent me some sort of celebratory thing. I don't even, what is that? The internet is so weird now. You get balloons sometimes. Here's my hair dust. Oh, thank you for liking my fleece. You know where this comes from? Target. I like it too. Yeah, Sandbox is great. You could send pictures. Oh, that's the thing. Like, it's really easy to send pictures because they print out the pictures. So try Sandbox. And you can send Amazon things, like, but try not to send anything crazy, like, you know, like something like a razor, things like that. Things that make their life a little bit better is good, but don't go nuts. Jared Knight is here. Hello, Jared. How you doing? Good morning. What's it? Oh, it's sunny and 73 degrees on the sun coast of Florida. It's 51 here. Kara says boot camp was the easiest part. Some people love it. I think, that's just like people are raised in different ways. And sometimes, they're just like, you kidding me? You're giving me food and a place to sleep? Like, this dust salamander is called Sexy Hair Big Powder Play. I do not agree with its name, but it's just the one that I had. And it's volumizing and texturizing powder. And it's pretty cool. Oh my goodness, Jared, you sent me stars. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. Allie, I sound very far away. Does anybody else think I sound far away? I mean, I am not literally in your living room, but the cool thing about this hair stuff, it makes my hair feel like it's thick. I have very thin hair, I think. No, fine. I have fine hair. It's not thin, it's fine. Do I sound far away to anybody else? Or can you all hear me? This is one of the amazing dusts, Sherrod. It doesn't wash out well, so when I wake up, it still makes me feel like I have not fine hair, which I like. Okay. I sound far away on Facebook, but not on YouTube. What a mix. Everybody can hear me. Okay, we're good. There's an echo. You've got an echo. I don't know why there would be an echo because there's no thingy back, but I apologize. Okay. Ba-dum-bum. I sound like I'm in your living room. Good. Good, good, good. Am I promoting or no, I'm not promoting the dust. I just found out that this dust existed last week. And therefore I was like, I didn't even, because I keep my hair short, like I cut my own hair, right? And then I keep it in ways that I know that I can style it. But when I always want to grow the top out super far, super long, and then it gets to a point where it's just like, I can't get anywhere with it. And then I found this stuff, and there's a couple different brands. I like this one, and then there's one, Magic Hair something. Oh, yeah, I think Lush's Big Hair to super clean my hair. Thank you. Chef Yazzie, thank you for sending stars. You're so kind. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. April from Pittsburgh, Yinzer, putting those French fries on salads every day. Jared, you're so sweet. Jared sending stars. You and I, we gotta get together. We can both use the hair dust. And I like because it's like, it's tiny and I can take it on a plane. It's not like big liquids. Oh, Sharon's in Pittsburgh too. Oh, thank you very much, Eileen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My hair is tall. It looks like a Q-tip. Q-tip ever. Love that stuff. What's my craziest military-related story I have from my experience? Well, you know, my what are crazy stories? You know, I've just been around it a long time, worked for the Air Force for a bit. What have I seen? I have to think about it. Oh, thank you for sending, Maddie. Thank you for sending stars. Thank you. Thank you. Can I show my husband just once or at least a pic? No, because he doesn't want it. And he doesn't exist. No, that's what it is. He doesn't exist. He doesn't want to be on the internet. He wants to live in a cave, which is fine. Sean is going to get your hair cut short soon. It's halfway down your back and starting to resemble Rapunzel's granny. Yeah, my hair used to be to here. Oh, hi. Hello from the UK. Yeah, it's super long. Here's what you do. You go, oh, this is really, and then nobody's here. And then you kind of go shorter, and you're like, nobody notices, nobody notices, nobody notices. Shave. Terry, thank you so much for sending stars. You're so kind, Terry Lynn Brown. Thank you, thank you. How long have we been married? God, like 10 years-ish. Any plans to come to Jacksonville? Yeah, I do want to. Is the husband an imagination figment? He might be. He did show up on the live yesterday with just his voice. Hello from Denmark. Hello. It's a May thing. Asked, do you have kids? Yeah. I don't show him either. They're all invisible. With some of the messages that I get, some of the beef bayonets that I get sent, you think I'm going to show their faces? No. Does my husband have a permanent assignment? Well, no, we move like every 2 years. Thank you, Kathleen. You're so sweet. Hi from Minnesota. If your daughter's graduating Space Force basic military training, congratulations, that's awesome. I don't know, they're graduating 3 days after Christmas? I saw all the, basic training people, for the Air Force and Space Force, they let them come into the BX to buy presents for their families. So I don't know if you guys saw that. You can probably watch a recap on the Exchange's Facebook page. Yes, my husband is AI generated. Your husband wants you to join the military. Any tips for you? Go do it. Go Air Force. That's not always my tip. There's so many cool things. You know, the military, when you start to think of it as like sometimes people, they'll be so scared. Think of certain things as like a company. You know, there's all kinds of different jobs in it. There's admin troops and services and, there's finance. There's people that work in money. There's people that work in all that kind of stuff. So it doesn't have to be, you don't have to go infantry. You know what I mean? Did I mention the hair dust is hard to wash out? I think if you use a clarifying shampoo, it'll come out. But for me, I like how it feels. I like how, waking up. There's a video that I posted this morning with Bruce, just trying to suffocate me. And you can see that my hair is really it's thick there. I had washed it the night before. So it is hard to get up, but it's sort of like a longevity. It's like having hair product in for a long time. Experiment with it. Lynette Fuller Farrah, thank you so much for sending stars. You're so kind. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Denise, will I be adding to my Roomba collection this Christmas? Should I go for the elusive eighth Roomba? Also, if you're looking to join, there's, depending on the services, I've got some recruiters that I really like. You want to join the National Guard, you can go with Sergeant Butterworth. Butterworth, not the syrup, is his handle. Marines, Sergeant Williams Marines, Gunny Sergeant. I follow them, if you look at who I follow. So there's some pretty cool. And then Pat says you can work as a civilian out of base. Yep, I worked as a civilian out of base too. Why not make it an even dozen? That's a good point. Why not? You guys can hear the laundry jingle. Yep, the laundry's done. Do I know anything about nursing, as in being a nurse or feeding babies? And do you mean being a nurse within the military? There's G. Williams is a comedian who, I don't think he was a nurse. He's a nurse now. He's a, what is it when you're with babies? A neonatal ICU nurse. And he's also a comedian. He's amazing. Oh, nursing recruiting. I did have, I feel like I did have a nursing thing. I can put out, I can also like put out a request, or people might jump in and say, I used to know a nursing recruiter, or like in the medical field. I don't have it off the top of my brain, but Bruce, you don't need to change the laundry. He's trying to shut the door. When I go on a date, who takes care of the check since there's no man to handle it? I think this is odd because a lot of times people leave me messages saying that I'm a man. So I guess me. I would never ask my husband to pay, because why not? I'm the alpha in my relationship. I'm also the alpha over you, moniker man. It's great to be the alpha in this world. You're so insecure, dude. Nurses become automatic second lieutenants after training, is what Steven says. What else we got here? What we got going on? Do I have a regular job, or am I a comedian full time? Yep. Just comedian. Bye, Steve. Where's my backwards hat and flannel? Oh, you think I'm a different person? You think I'm that teacher? Or are you just being bigoted in general? Oh, different Steve. Steve. There was another Steve that said that his furry overlords were calling him. Somebody's outside. All right, should we talk about has my spouse ever gotten in trouble for anything you said during your sets? No. No, I have I have generals in their full dress uniform that get excited and they come and ask me for pictures. Bruce, hey, pardon me. What are you doing? You're causing trouble for no reason. Go ahead. Sorry. Bruce has an open door policy, and I closed the door to make sure that the laundry wasn't loud. He wasn't having it. Your dogs barked when they heard me say hi, Steve. Okay. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, no, I get a lot of people like high command chiefs and generals that will come up to me and they'll say, please keep going. And they haven't fired my husband yet. So we're trying. We're trying. Where'd I get this? I got this from Target. Okay, well, thanks for plugging your phone back in. Can we just look at, where am I performing soon? I have a big show that we're recording in Woodstock, New York, coming up December 22nd, but I have some other things, but I'm going on tour next year to everywhere, anywhere and everywhere. Anywhere and everywhere. Thank you, Fran. Any plans to come to the UK? Yes, I believe I am in May. No, the show, it's hard to put comedy shows online because they're such a live thing. You know, when it's like live stream, like, you know, when you watch like a Netflix special, it's so edited and then there's things boosted in a variety of ways. So, bye, Pat. So it's hard, but sometimes we do it. We used to do a lot of like streamed shows. Coming to LA or San Diego? Yeah, San Diego next year, and a couple of different times. The schedule should be released soon. All right. Here's the thing. I want to talk today about like what we did yesterday, where we tried to find crazy news stories that were not sad. So we went to other countries. Tabitha yesterday said, check out Yahoo New Zealand. No, not Yahoo New Zealand. Netherlands. Yeah, I'll make a list of all of the shows once we have it nailed down. Oh yeah, the Netherlands doesn't. Oh, just advertising chainsaws, real big chainsaw. Do they do a lot of? Man, the Netherlands whole front page is just no. This can't be right. Can't just be sports, right? Okay, yesterday we learned all about Delaney on USA Today. Let's see if there's anything. Just curious. That's what we need. Just curious. Oh, here's on Just Curious. The very first thing on Just Curious is, when is Christmas? When is Christmas? Yesterday, Shada says, we learned that there's a link between earwax and sour cream. Eating too much sour cream causes a buildup of earwax. Thank you for liking my fleece. Oh, here we go. 10 a.m. This was posted on USA Today. Was it by Delaney? No, Olivia Munson. She says, what does Riz mean? Get to know more on Oxford's Word of the Year. Does anybody, I think that I'm too old to know what Riz means. Let's learn what Riz means, in case you guys might have teenagers in your house, and you can just drop this. You know, like you could drop, that's cap. Like if you feel like they're lying, you can be like, that's cap, yo. And then they'll get all upset. I think the only way to really raise teenagers is to take their language. Okay. We think Riz means there's pickup game. Okay. Michelle says, if you're moving on to world news, make some coffee and settle in. Come on. Jump in. All right. So, ooh, some of these ads are awful. Okay. Oh, all right. It is believed that Riz derives from the word charisma, or a special magnetic charm or appeal. So, here are some ways when you talk to your teenagers that you could use the word Riz. Marco just tried to Riz up Lena. I feel like I should be canceled for saying that. They've just got this unspoken Riz. Everything about them just exudes charm. I heard him practicing his Riz for when we hit the bar later. Well, that is not, how is that charismatic? If you hear a guy that's just like looking into a mirror and he's just like, hey Jackson, you're doing great. You're so hot. Look at you. Look at the way your hair has that much gel in it. You're gonna walk up. You're gonna ask that girl out tonight. You can't practice your Riz. Ashley Grover wants to know, do I have any suggestions on what to get a husband who wants everything for Christmas, but it's crazy unaffordable stuff like motorcycle, new truck, stuff like that? That's like, oh my goodness. I can tell you what we do for Christmas is we go to the grocery store and we buy each other foods that we would never buy like ourselves, but we know that they're things that the other person likes. So that's what we do. If my husband wanted a motorcycle for Christmas, I would laugh. I would laugh. Bruce does have serious riz. I'm with you on that. Riz is mojo, baby. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Archangel's Medium. Okay, so now we've learned what Riz means today. That's good. Let's see what other world news we can. Jared says there's too much Riz in here. Oh, you put the money you spend in a savings account and takes one trip every 2 years, every gift day. That's nice. All right. Here's a couple of here's some quizzes. This is on USA Today. Claire Mulroy, give credit. Can you answer these 60 Christmas trivia questions? Maybe you can. What year was the Christmas movie Elf released? Well, we know. It was 20 years ago because of that syrup. These are, I mean, it's nice of her to collect these. What does Buddy cram into the VCR in the movie Elf? I'll be honest, I don't think I've seen Elf. Deal with it. I don't watch movies. He really likes smoked cheese, so I may reevaluate. Yeah, get your husband some smoked cheese. Why not? How many roles did Tom Hanks play in The Polar Express? Didn't see it. Didn't see it. What real life story is a main plot in Miracle on 34th Street? Is it about a man's search for meaning? Maybe. Stop right meow. What do the burglars who break into the McAllister's house in Home Alone call themselves? The Wonder Twins? How many siblings does Kevin have in Home Alone? He's an only child. How many new Christmas movies did Hallmark release this year? 1 million? The Wet Bandits. Apparently they call themselves the Wet Bandits. Okay. What kind of pet does Buzz from Home Alone have? What do we think? I'm gonna go with a lobster. When I lived in Pittsburgh, there was a lobster tank that had, you could use a claw to, you'd pay $5 and then you could get the chance to harass a lobster. Just made me sad. What longtime actor and comedian plays a man making a deal with an elf in the 2023 Christmas movie Candy Cane Lane? Never heard of it. What's up, Andrew? Oh, and they give the answers. It was 2003. Yeah, I just haven't seen that many movies. Moving on to... There's so many crazy. Okay. I like the USA Today. They're really missing out. USA Today. Their, what is this? Just Curious section. Hey, are stretch marks bothering you? They don't typically go away on their own, but here's what works to get rid of them. All right, I'm a speed reader. Do they go away naturally? No, I still have my tiger stripes. I got them on my sides. That's what I've always called my stretch marks tiger stripes. Is that ridiculous? Hey, And I don't know why, like, I like them. Like, big fan. Big fan of the tiger stripes. It's all about reframing, isn't it? Cougar stripes. Okay. Some people use concealer. Okay, this is a board certified dermatologist saying, recommend using an SPF with a high concentration of zinc oxide if the zinc skin is exposed to the sun. Yeah, you're saying use sunscreen. Brilliant. Okay, can I have some? How to get rid of stretch marks? Use sunscreen? I'm taking away your board certification. As we all know, I'm a heart doctor. Heart surgeon? What am I? Lightning strikes. Oh yeah, call them lightning, tiger stripes, lightning strikes, cougar stripes. She does recommend retinoid creams derived from vitamin A since they can stimulate collagen production to repair the skin. Some people use concealer or foundation for stretch marks that are visible. Okay, but that's not getting rid of them. This is not like a magical thing. Use zinc. All right, here we go. You can use laser therapy, microneedling, radio frequency microneedling. This sounds like a lot of work. I'm just gonna keep calling them tiger stripes. You know what I mean? How about, yeah, that's right. I'm a cardiothoracic surgeon. I forgot. One of these days, my patients will live. You want me to watch Elf? Should we live stream Elf? I think they would shut me off if I put it on the TV, but you could watch me watch Elf. I think I've seen parts of it. I really like Bob Newhart, and I like Will Ferrell. You just had to check if you still had your tiger stripes, Kathleen. Thank you, Jen. Okay, so I'm just gonna advocate for just enjoying your tiger stripes. If you have stretch marks, maybe let's just enjoy it. Mel Bell, I love that you're asking me about my skincare routine when I have one of those patches on. You ever see those little patches? I love these things. Because I have a pimple right by my lip. Blah. But these things work really well. What do I do to my face? I put zinc. Just oddly enough, I do exactly what this board certified dermatologist says, but I don't put it on my tiger stripes. I put it on my face. I put zinc on my face. I also, if I'm running and it's sweaty, there's a zinc soap you can use, and it just kills the bacteria. That's it. But I also don't wear makeup, and I've never done that. And I just don't do any of those things, and I wonder if that, and I stay out of the sun. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, thank you. Okay. We've learned that stretch marks are fine, and that we just need to accept our bodies. Aging like wine. Ooh. The incredible egg takes. Today we're gonna learn about eggs. Oh no, this is just an ad for eggs. This is what I hate about the internet now. There's no news. This was a story from the American Egg Board. There's marketing out for eggs. I said yesterday that there's marketing out for cauliflower steaks, and people laughed at me. There's definitely the American Egg Board is people that are big egg. They're pushing up big egg. Do I have to stop eating eggs? Joseph Gomez. I'm just ranting about eggs. I miss you too. It just turns into an ad for eggs. That's not cool. This is by Melissa Carnes for the American Egg Board. How'd you get that job, Melissa? Fall in love with a chicken? And then it's just like, I eat eggs, but I don't want big eggs. I don't want big egg pushing it. I want to make the decision for myself. Eggs help build beautiful minds at every stage of life. I tell you what, it's an egg. Can we just not try to make it so that it's something else? We give it a story. It's an egg. I'm not watching. I'm just looking up news. I just went on weird news, and they're just trying to they use things to market things. They use things to market them so articulate. If you want to eat eggs, eat eggs. I eat eggs. All right? Exactly, Sheena. You have your own chickens. Take that, big egg. You take that. Talks about choline. They're trying to make it like intelligent. This is why you should eat eggs. How about you just eat eggs? I don't need to be convinced. It's frustrating. Eggs are protein and cholesterol in a shell. Can we actually, do you think you can eat the actual eggshell? Do we think it's possible? Do chocolate eggs have choline? Yes. Oh, you can, so Shelby says you can eat the eggshell. It's pure calcium. I wonder if you're supposed to like cook it, or I wonder if there's any recipes. There's probably recipes from like the 40s, you know, where they put Jell-O and everything. Grind it up and add it to things. Okay. All right. King Wayland said it's possible, but it will cause mild discomfort. Not recommend to do it often. I guess having a lot of calcium is probably not a great idea, like all the time, right? Moderation. That's what I say, moderation. I won't do this. I want you to know, person that created this article about eggs, which is obviously just trying to push eggs. Like I said yesterday, we didn't even know what kale was. We didn't know what kale was 8 years ago. Kale did not exist. Kale was not mainstream. And then a bunch of guys got into a room and they said, we need to make money off of something that people do not like. We have to make them like it. And then they created all these stories about kale. And they're trying to do that with eggs. People already like eggs. You know what I mean? Do I need to be convinced? Thank you for liking my sweater. I genuinely think it could save someone's life. If it could, I would give it to them. Definitely. I have 2 of them. My other one's a little bit smaller. You grind up avocado seeds and use the powder in smoothies. I read that as power, and I was like, I prefer that over powder. If people don't want to eat eggs, fine. If you do want to eat eggs, fine. But don't try to manipulate me into eating eggs. This is a freaking long article. The MVP of any party. Can I just tell you how upset it makes me to read this next line? Certainly, food is a must at most celebrations, but just think about how eggs are connected to nearly all of life's special moments. Are you kidding me? How did you write that? Were you off your... Just take a minute. I just want you to think from everything that's happening in the world. And I want you to think about what would I do without eggs? What would I do? Without eggs, baked goods and festivities would fall flat. You know what would make baked goods fall flat? A lack of yeast. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You're really gonna try to tell me? Just think for a minute. Think about how important eggs are. Melissa, you're out of your mind when you wrote that. You must have just been laughing. How much wine did you have? How much eggnog did you have? Eggs don't need publicity. Eggs hold the cake together. Yes. Yes, Shelby. But I've substituted bananas for eggs because sometimes I don't have eggs because I probably ate all the eggs. But now, every time I eat an egg, I'm going to think about Melissa and her ridiculous article trying to push big egg on me. How much were you paid for this? There's all kinds of fancy stuff in it. Just think about how eggs are connected to all of life's special moments. Well, I guess eggs are connected to tiger stripes. Spicy quail eggs, applesauce. You can substitute eggs for chia seeds. Yeah, big chia. I want to see big chia and I want to see big apple. I want to see a big egg Hallmark movie now. Sheena, it's so funny. Hang on, it says Seymour. I can see a big egg Hallmark movie now. Guy is at a party sitting there, not feeling complete. Then a woman comes in with a big plate of deviled eggs. Their eyes meet, and it's love at first egg. And then where does it has to be an hour and 45 minutes long or however. So I can't watch movies, they're too long now. We don't know what's going on here, Lauren. I cruise the news and I try to find articles that aren't sad or just not something horrible that's happening because I can't emotionally handle it. And I found on USA Today an article about eggs, and I thought it would just tell me about eggs, but it's definitely an advertisement. It's by the American Egg Board. Who knew that existed? The American Egg Board. Who is putting I didn't know eggs needed to be publicized. I guess is there like an egg backlash? People are like, stop eating eggs. And then she has the nerve to write, just think about how eggs are connected to literally all of life's special moments. All right. Eggs get their due. It's time to give credit to the egg. Nobody has taken any credit away from eggs. In fact, go check out the horn section. The horn section, a British jazz band, comedy band, Alex Horn, if you like Taskmaster, they have a whole song about eggs. It's great. It teaches you how to cook an egg in the microwave. Your husband loves, and you love deviled eggs so much that you argue about them. Huh, that's funny. I want to make this movie. I want to make this big egg Hallmark movie. Oh, let's look at the bottom. Nielsen egg sales. Okay. Ketchum Analytics. Ketchum is a company like a marketing company. Food Nutrition Board. You shouldn't have to, I'm glad you cited your article, but you know what? You know where this is leading me to? TheAmericanEggBoard.com. We're going to take down Big Egg. All right, the American Egg Board. The American Egg Board has 5 Google reviews. Why would you? Somebody wrote, they gave me no eggs. Wasn't offered any eggs. Crack an egg, bet you can't. It is hard. And then Mary just wrote, I got egg. All right, great. The American Egg Board is a United States checkoff marketing organization which focuses on marketing and promotion of eggs for human consumption. We cannot trust the news. The AEB is best known for its long-running slogan, the incredible edible egg, and the Just Mayo scandal. You were involved in a scandal? All right, let's read about it. Extremely hard to find. Okay, where's the scandal? This doesn't seem like a scandal. It just seems like it was. Oh, they didn't. Okay. They said, okay, so Unilever, which is Hellmann's Best Foods, filed a lawsuit against Hampton Creek. And Hampton Creek is who? Please read faster. Oh, Hampton Creek. No, you're not telling me. Formerly known, oh, okay. Just Eat Inc., formerly known as Hampton Creek. Just Mayo was first released. Okay. They're calling it Just Mayo. Then Unilever, who is a competing brand, Hellmann's, filed a lawsuit against Hampton Creek for false advertising because they said Just Mayo can't be marketed as mayonnaise because it does not meet the definition of the product specified by the Food and Drug Administration. The FDA requires that mayonnaise contains 65% vegetable oil and at least 1 egg yolk. Just Mayo contains ingredients such as pea protein, beta-carotene, and modified food starch. Okay, this is this evokes interesting things within me. Because while I agree that it's not mayonnaise if it doesn't meet the definition of mayonnaise, it's clear that one company was suing another for competition, to lower the competition. And I don't believe that they actually cared about mayonnaise. So, which means, since I wonder, you know how there's all of these, like, people get mad when they talk about, why do you call it Beyond Burger, or why do you call it this meat or that meat? And I wonder if, like, the marketing companies at the top are the ones that are fostering that kind of discord. Because I eat meat. I could care less if somebody didn't, you know? So I wonder if it's more like we're being manipulated by the media. This is now a conspiracy podcast live stream. Okay, the Egg Board exists. The Egg Board is a marketing, what's a checkoff marketing organization? A commodity checkoff program promotes research and information for a particular agricultural commodity without reference to specific producers or brands. Okay, so they're not loyal to any egg brand, but they are loyal to the egg. You should have to say that that's a promotional post, don't you think? Like, when I do ads for companies, I have to say this is a promotional post. Why does the American Egg Board get away with writing these articles? I've upset the cat. I wonder if there's an opposite. On another subject, am I going to put up a Christmas tree? I will not. We learned yesterday about Christmas tree disease, which is where you get allergies from Christmas trees, but I have lazy disease. I like those, the rosemary trees. Oh, Bruce is here. Hi, babes. Are you upset about Big Egg? Here's my kittens. Where's our husband today? He's working. Somebody's got to pay for fish for this cat. Thank you, Russell. Is there a kale board? You know what, Shauna? Let's find out. Kale marketing board. All right, there is a kalemarketing.com. I'm not anti-decorations, Annie. I just don't, like, I don't keep stuff. I have a real problem with, like, feeling like I'm hoarding. So I just ends up not, I just end up not doing it. Bruce. Bruce says hi. Addie, yes. I just hide him. All right, kalemarketing.com. Ooh, just farm and fertilizer equipment. Misleading. Okay, so far so good. The hustle. Who owns kale? The real story about how kale became famous. See? I do hoard Roombas, but they clean for me. Okay. Okay, the American Kale Association hired a PR company, PR agent, to spread the word in the epicenter of all things trendy. They did. Kale has a PR agent. I don't even have a PR agent. Kale? Big egg, big kale. Okay. Calm down. Oh, there's my alarm. Actually, what are you doing, alarm? There's big kale. Okay, there is big kale. This isn't the first time PR has made Palm wonderful. So pomegranates is one case of an unpopular food skyrocketing to fame. They got Beyonce. Who's the PR company behind kale? Just mercy. Well, okay. All right, the American Kale Association.com. Website under maintenance. You worked in the deli in the mall, Kmart in the 80s. Kmart had a deli? Used kale to decorate the displays. I was stunned people would eat it when it became popular, right? I don't know. I think every day I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna start exposing why things got bigger. All right. The strange mystery. Who made kale famous? U.S. kale production increased by 60% between 2007 and 2012. Even McDonald's jumped on the cruciferous kale bandwagon. Orange juice was created by an ad agency, Lord & Thomas, to help the California fruit growers utilize an overabundance of citrus trees in 1907. We didn't have orange juice before 1907? What? Ad agencies made orange juice and they made kale popular and eggs? Now you're trying to be like, you can't go anywhere without an egg. For Christmas, I brought you an egg. Don't you know that eggs are here for all of life's hopes and dreams? Do I like waffle fries? Yes, I do. All right. Who was really behind the American Kale Association? What do we think is there? Is there something we can think of that there probably isn't a conspiracy behind? Sliced bread at stores came out in the 30s, did it? What do we think there's no conspiracy behind, but there might be? Now that we know, bye Michelle. We know that there's a conspiracy behind orange juice, egg, kale. You know what I want to see? Celery. Celery dip, birdseed. You think there's not a birdseed conspiracy? Well, they just transformed it and they told us to eat it, right? Let's just type in birdseed conspiracy. Birds aren't real. That was just a joke. Ooh. Wild bird seed. I'm gonna have to look more into the bird seed one and see bird seed marketing board. Everybody's got a marketing board. Annie, you've had kale chips. One time I made kale chips and they sparked in the microwave. So be careful about that. There's something about, there's metal in them. Bird seed sales soaring during the pandemic. Wild bird feed. You know, I'm not seeing many negative things about bird seed conspiracies, so maybe there's not. Maybe there's not. I wonder if I want to see if there's a celery marketing board. And I bet there was, because for the, you know, who would have thought putting peanut butter and then little, first of all, they call it ants on a log, right? Peanut butter and then raisins on something like that. It's kind of gross, but we did it. Peanut butter can't. I can't even say that out loud. Is that true? Behold a man. I don't know. It's interesting, isn't it? Socrates defined a man as a bipedal without feathers. Diogenes plucked all of a chicken's feathers off and said, "Behold a man." I like that. I would do. Okay, celery marketing board. Do you exist? There's a celery research program. Okay. Celery market rising as supplies struggle. That's in 2022. National Celery Month. A marketer's challenge. There are people marketing celery. Big celery apparently does exist. Okay. The Agricultural Marketing Resource Center. I feel like I'm going to end up in like the back of a van doing all of these exposing. We've exposed orange juice. We've exposed Christmas trees. We've exposed sausages. Yesterday we exposed sausages. You know. Celery oil. Marketing, production. Okay. Let's see if there's one last story that we can head on into here. Just curious. More internet slang. What is the healthiest soda? What's the healthiest sugar substitute? Do we think that there's any healthy sugar substitutes? Or is this another, what was this written by the Splenda Marketing Board? Artificial sweeteners may seem like a trend. The first artificial sweetener was saccharin, synthesized in 1879. Really? Saccharin is 300 to 500 times sweeter than table sugar. Stevia. All right, stevia in there. Stevia's got to have a marketing board. I'm allergic to stevia. My lips started swelling on an Instagram story that I was doing, and then somebody said, "Hey, you've been having those liquid IVs. They have stevia in it." And that is linked to ragweed. It's like a part of the ragweed family. Junie Hug says celery is a superfood, very high in benefits. I'm not saying that it's not. I'm not saying I'm anti-celery. I'm not anti-egg. I'm not anti-celery. Not anti any of it. I just think it's odd that there's marketing boards for all of these organizations. Jean says there's no healthy sugar substitutes. Do we think that sugar is healthy? We need sugar to live. So there you go. Yesterday we learned about how sour cream is healthy. The brush on the couch makes you itchy. This is Bruce's brush, but he's being fuddy-duddy today. Healthiest sugar substitutes according to this article, which we know we cannot trust anything anymore. The dose makes the poison is what it says. Focus less on the type of substitute and more on the amount. Small quantity. They all have different chemical structures. Sugary drinks. I'd much rather somebody have a Diet Coke than a regular Coke, but it doesn't mean I want them to have either one. Okay? All right. Tell me which ones. Tell me what is the safe? Are artificial sweeteners bad for you? The FDA has determined these sweeteners safe or not toxic for the general public. Aspartame, aspartame, potassium, sucralose, neotame. I've never heard of neotame. Look at people like, leave celery alone. Thank you so much. Thank you. So it seems to be, and plant and fruit-based sweeteners, stevia, monk fruit, are also deemed safe by the FDA. Tiffany says you don't think sugar is necessary to live. Interesting. Interesting. Thank you for everyone loving on my sweater. Okay, so it just seems like small doses. Go for it in small doses. But who knows? Who knows about everything on the internet's a lie. If kale has a marketing board, eggs have a marketing board, everything's a lie. It's all right. We'll get through this. We will expose them one day at a time. I have to go. I'm being interviewed for something. And I should go sit in the chair for that. I'll talk to you later. Okay? Send me a message. Say hi. Okay. Goodbye. Bye, Archangel.